Hello, I'm Dr. Annadale, and I teach philosophy at Mount St. Mary's University and Seminary in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Our topic for today is a 2013 essay by the Canadian journalist Shannon Rupp on TheTyee.ca. The essay is titled, Be Employable, Study Philosophy. Rupp speaks of her conversations with parents who plan to send their children to journalism school. And rather than discourage them from pursuing professional studies in journalism, she says, instead, I tell people that the most useful classes I took were all in philosophy. Yes, the course of study that has long been denigrated as frivolous and useless in the job market has been the part of my education that I lean on again and again, for work and for everything else. Rupp writes, a smattering of undergrad philosophy classes taught me something applicable to any and every job, clarity of thought. Name me one aspect of your life that doesn't benefit from being able to think something through clearly. Rupp describes her own philosophy education and notes that it taught her the importance of defining terms clearly. This is important for a journalist because, after all, politicians, CEOs, and marketers of every kind are all eager to speak vaguely so that everyone hears just what they want to hear and the person speaking is not necessarily tied down to any one particular interpretation. Rupp recommends the value of studying epistemology, or theory of knowledge, because people often present their beliefs to reporters as though they were facts. A good reporter should be able to sift out fact from opinion. And philosophy of science, she said, helps reporters to understand the nature of objectivity, not as a kind of pure neutrality, but as closely connected with checking statements for accuracy. Now, in the contemporary academy, many English majors have been overtaken by postmodern theory and obscure jargon, and as a result, some English graduates cannot write or think clearly. Perhaps there is here then an opening for philosophy. The key question, says Rupp, is not whether you study a trade or study the liberal arts, but do you study knowledge or nonsense? And we would put philosophy on the knowledge side of that divide. She tells the story towards the end of the article of a philosophy teaching assistant who had left a high-paying job in the computer industry. She writes, he thought some philosophy courses ought to be mandatory for every undergrad, partly because of the economic and technological upheaval of the time. Jobs change, and if you teach students to think clearly first, they can do whatever they want to do, was the argument he made. And Rupp in general agrees with him. She says really students should focus upon learning how to think and write clearly and not upon building their personal brand. That is Shannon Rupp writing at TheTyee.ca. Please check out the whole article and go check out the rest of that website. It's a very good independent journalism website based in Vancouver. That's my commentary for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.